Well, y'all, that took 12 hours. 12 hours and magically everything fixed. There's a propaganda war on for the new narrative. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing because, honest to God, the Minnesota State Police are all of a sudden arresting these anti-ICE psychopaths. And for some reason, that's a big win for the left. Y'all, the propaganda is mind-blowing. And we're going to walk through the entire thing right now. Your guide through the fog-laden propaganda minefield that exists in our country right now. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Please, 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 please. I link everything in the description because this needs to get out there. And of course, you can follow me on X at Braden LOA. Guys, I'm just going to jump right into this. This is, when I tell you, I've never seen propaganda like what you were being subjected to. I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. I existed through the Trump administration 1.0. The propaganda was pretty intense. Trump 2.0 propaganda against them, not for them, against them is unlike anything I've ever seen. For example, right now, the Tim Walz calling President Trump is being couched by the left as this massive victory. I told you last night on the live stream, I was like, how is this a victory in any way, shape, or form for the left? They're literally getting everything the White House wants, and all they're getting on the left is an investigation, which is going to be standard. Okay? And then today, under 12 hours later, the freaking police in Minnesota, the Minnesota State Patrol, at the order of Governor Tim Walz, is going against the protesters with maximum force and arresting them. The same people who are bashing down hotels, who are screaming whistles, banging cars, banging gongs, the Antifa orchestra, all of them. Now all of a sudden, they're not being arrested by ICE or Border Patrol. They're being arrested by the Minneapolis State Patrol. That's directly under the control of Tim Walz. So Tim Walz all of a sudden changed his position and is now sending the state-level police to deal with state-level protesters and rioters. So again, where does that fit in the mixture of this whole propaganda war coming from the left saying that Tim Walz defeated Donald Trump when he just sent the police to get the very people that were supposed to defeat Donald Trump on camera right here? This doesn't make sense on any level. That's why I try to cut through the propaganda for you guys and show you things that no one else shows you in a unique way that honestly, I take great pride in. Because, y'all, they're doing perp walks. This is the Minnesota State Patrol. The rioters are heading to jail because the state-level police are arresting them. Not ICE, not feds, not CBP. You're looking in real time last night at the rioters getting smoked by the police. Please, lefties, line up everywhere and tell me how Donald Trump was defeated by the big, awesome warrior Tim Walz when Tim Walz literally just violated every single thing he said he would never do. He would never allow the police to do anything against the neighbors in Minnesota. They're going to start opening up the jails for all the illegals for deportation. And then they're also going to have the police cooperate on a federal and state level with ICE. I'm still waiting on the point where everything is black-pilled on the right, and then on the left, everything is victory and rainbows, because that's a whole lot of state-level police that are doing exactly the opposite of what they wanted. Y'all, I swear to you, you're not dead. You're just being propagandized at a level of which I have never seen. And even people on our side, and I'm not going to call them out and I don't have those clips, but even people on the side who are against this riotous behavior and against this insane demand for accountability, that's what I'll say. Even people who are screaming for the accountability are saying, Trump threw his hands up in the air, he lost. It's obviously, very clearly, by evidence on the ground, that is not what happened. Like I said, on the right, you've got black pillars, and on the left, you've got the crazy people. Okay, let's keep on going. Here's some more of the exact same thing, the thing that the left, defeated Donald Trump, so they did what Donald Trump was trying to do. It's a very, very convoluted, it's complicated. It's very complicated. These emotional issues, there's just so much to them that it's hard to fully understand what could truly be going on when you have the state level police defending property that the rioters last night or the night before were destroying because the ICE agents were staying in those hotels. But now you've got state level police at the command of Tim Walz going after them. Please, by all means, fill me in on what I'm missing here. And in the comments below, jump in here. Am I taking crazy pills? Am I in a completely different reality than everyone else? Or is maybe, just perchance, there's so much propaganda you can't tell up from down until someone like my butt goes out there and looks and goes, "What? Does anyone else see this?" I mean, like, objectively, you're looking at it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you agree, if you are part of this, if you want to cut through the propaganda, because I'm trying real hard and it's like I'm screaming into a void. I mean, it's truly wild, absolutely wild. Anyway, let's keep on going. Here's more of the ICE agents in the same hotel that the police are now defending. If you needed more evidence, this is the exact same occurrence. They're just drinking beers in the top windows and they're mooning them. You heard me right. Watch. This is actually actively happening. There's the ICE agents right up there. They're drinking beers and they're actually enjoying the show while the police and the state level police at the command of Tim Walz interfering and arresting the rioters. Y'all, like, I don't know how much clearer I can make this. Walz just did a 180, completely and totally is sending the state level police after these protesters who are destroying property and destroying these hotels and are doing all this riotous activity and behavior, and no one's covering this? Like, no one can connect the dots between a complete 180 reversal in Tim Walz and what Trump desired in his demands that were laid out, and also sanctuary city removal of policies effectively, which is the desire of the right the whole time, achieves all of that. And within 5 hours of that phone call, you've got state level police there actually arresting the people that they were refusing to arrest prior to that phone call. So, again, I don't know how else I can make this more clear. Does it not seem like something changed? You had a consistent and total direction from Tim Walz. I'm not going to do anything. We're at a civil war. Police are standing down. Film everything. Make sure we're going to get accountability for this once we have more power. And then after a phone call with Donald Trump, he deploys the state police after these rioters and arrests them. That's a pretty stark contrast in a very short amount of time, with the catalyst being a phone call with the president. I'm not going to sit here and carry anyone's water. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing. But the fact that people are out here just blackpilling on the White House, and then on the other side, rainbows and lollipop sherbet saying how much Tim Walz defeated, it's like we are in a parallel time continuum, straight up Doc Brown style from Back to the Future. Like 1.21 gigawatts. Did anyone see that? I mean, like, my God, I swear to you, I'm still trying to process how this is happening. But you know what? We're going to get through this together. I've got so much more stuff to cover, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys, especially the comments, because I'm looking forward to reading these bad boys, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.